Going on, Heel Nation? I am Mr. I Don't Give a Fuck, aka Mr. Team Bring It. Today on News and Rumors edition, exclusively on YouTube, War of Words between CM Punk and Eric Bischoff. Let's get into it.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Hold up, hashtag heels for life. Wanna welcome everybody. Yeah, we gotta get.
Here we go again. So, before I came on here, I had to kind of do my research and figure out what the fuck was going on, because this actually broke out about 3 hours ago, and all of this happened. I think this all started yesterday with CM Punk. So apparently, CM Punk has some choice words for some of these podcasters that's out here, and they're running their mouth. But more importantly, he was really I believe he was firing back at Eric Bischoff for what he was talking about. So Eric Bischoff tweeted the following message in regarding to what he said about AEW on a recent edition on his podcast, 83 Weeks. He said, better storytelling equals growth. If AEW ever wants to get the other 900 fans in the room, they'll need to stop booking for one small segment of the audience. So CM Punk didn't take too kindly of those words. So he said that wrestling Twitter needs to stop amplifying all of the old head, bad faith, bad take, carny dipshits. They had their moment in the sun. Let them die in the dark with their ego podcast. And then Eric Bischoff. I'm sorry. Eric Bischoff replied to CM Punk. He said, okay, quote, quote. So I'm not Hogan or Savage, Daniel Bryan or Adam Cole. They are not the outsiders. I see the parallels. But this is totally different. I'll go ahead and say, and people can quote me, and they'll be pissed off about it. But to me, this is bigger. How's that working out? Interesting. So, y'all, it gets better than that. So today, Eric Bischoff continued to come at CM Punk. Now, I only saw this part today. This is wild. So Eric Bischoff says, let's look at what Punk has delivered since debuting at AEW. August Rampage, 1.1 million viewers. Now it's lucky to hit 500K. Dynamite, 1.17 million. Now lucky to break 900K. Pretty lame for a guy who thinks he's bigger. He's a bigger deal than Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and Randy Savage. He also went on to put on this picture. Ooh, this was a burn. He said that he convinced himself, since he could win scripted fights, that he could win in a real fight. Now, this was a reply to what a fan said. He said, remember, he tried to get into a real fight, remember? And like this, Jesus Christ. I mean, burn after burn. I mean, listen, y'all. Gotta kind of agree with Eric Bischoff. I mean, is CM Punk a dud? I mean, like, what's going on here? But you gotta understand, once again, I mean, this is a company that's only 3 years old, everyone. And then on top of that, like, Tony Khan is not your Eric Bischoff, or he's not your Vince McMahon. He has been booking, but you got to understand that this is a wrestling business. You cannot always be the tooth fairy. You can't be, the good witch or whatever. You know what I'm saying? This is not Wizard of Oz. You have to understand that there's certain business moves that you're going to have to make, and it's going to make a lot of people feel unhappy. It's going to make them angry, and they're going to want to leave. I mean, that's just the wrestling business, period. That's been like that since day one. But the whole thing about Eric Bischoff has been trolling AEW for a couple of weeks now. But see, Eric Bischoff have to understand that you can't go around giving people advice, and your podcast is based on what you did 30 years ago. And shout out to my boy Eric from Off the Cuff podcast. He actually brought this to my attention. CM Punk, like I said, I don't think AEW is, can't say that, because like every time I turn around, CM Punk has his own segment like every freaking Wednesday. I mean, look, he debuted like last year, right? And I'm trying to figure out, like, you know, CM Punk has to say, CM Punk has something to say, CM Punk has something to say, CM Punk has something to say. And I will honestly say that WWE did not do that. They didn't oversaturate CM Punk. They did utilize him in some capacity when he was in the WWE before he started getting sick. But I think Eric Bischoff is the reason why he's so after AEW. I think a part of it is being genuine, that he don't want AEW to make the same mistakes like he did. And I get that part. But then the other part is that he doesn't want to burn them bridges with the WWE, even though them bridges has already been destroyed already. Because, I mean, look at what's been going on with Eric Bischoff. Eric Bischoff got fired twice from the WWE, okay? I mean, more than Jim Ross. And then on top of that, like, you know, I mean, they're using him as a fucking punching bag. I'm like, Eric, we'll bring you back when we want you to come back. And then also, like, he doesn't have a pot to piss in. I mean, the only thing that he has is the same shit that he's been talking about for 83 weeks in the fucking row, which is his podcast. So, these war of words on Twitter between CM Punk and Eric Bischoff is going to continue. But you got to understand, everybody, that this toxicity that's going on or whatever, you got to understand that, you know, this is not, I mean, a lot of people like, you know, people being toxic, but then at the same time, like, if you don't have nothing to say, just don't say it at all. But in 2022, it's about AEW versus WWE, so everybody's going to have their own opinion. But then when you throw facts in their face, and I'm not saying that Eric Bischoff had some good points, and CM Punk had some good points. I mean, but at the end of the day, hopefully them two can come back to the table and they can work this shit out. And I honestly, you know, them two have the biggest egos in the business, and I don't think this is going to work out anytime soon. So, yeah. But once again, we have more news. I'll let you guys know. Until that time, everyone, I need you to give a thumbs up to this video and hit a comment. Leave a comment. And I need you to subscribe to this video. Also, I need you to hit the notification bell so you can get news and rumors for #Heels for Life Wrestling Podcast exclusively on YouTube. Until that time, everyone, I am Mr. I don't give a fuck, honestly. I don't give a fuck about none of this bullshit. Anyway, I'm Mr. Team Brigade, aka Chris Dilworth, and y'all have a wonderful and blessed night. Peace.